Hey, everybody. Um, as you know, I'm going to be doing an Appalachian Trail Thru hike in 2021. And I've had a few people request videos of the gear that I'll be carrying. So I figured I'd go ahead and do one of those videos today. And I figured I'd start with the kitchen because that's really the only one that I have 100% dialed in yet is the kitchen. All the rest are still kind of wishy-washy, and I'm thinking about other gear and changing things out. So this is the only one right now that I'm pretty well confident. I can give you a 98% reliability that this is the one that I'm carrying. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what it contains. And here it is. This is my kitchen for the next 6 months. It's not big. I don't need a lot on a trail. There's no point in me carrying all kinds of stuff like a frying pan and plates and all that stuff. Everything I need to eat is going to be done right here. Right here. That's it. Now, inside this little mesh bag, which I'm using, I got from another kit that I bought a while ago, and I'm just not using. So I decided to pilfer the mesh bag to carry my kitchen set in. So we'll start here. Right on top is the white, is in this blue can. This is the fuel. So I don't really consider this full-time because as I use this, I'll have to get rid of it and get another one, so forth and so on. So this doesn't go towards my base weight. Now, this setup just this way, like this, is one and a half pounds. So there it is, 1.5 pounds. That's my base weight on my kitchen set, which consists of a long-handled titanium spork, and I'll explain why I'm using a long one instead of one of these little fork spoon deals, okay? So, and then now, a collapsible cup. And the reason why I'm taking one of these is because in the evenings, when I'm having chow, I like to have something to drink on the side, and this will be hot from boiling water. So I like stuff like these Jolly Ranchers, Kool-Aid packets, Propel packets, that kind of thing. The Propel will be more throughout the day while I'm hiking to replenish electrolytes and that kind of stuff, because I'll just have it in my bottle and I'll just drink it that way, and boom, I'm rocking and rolling. In the evenings, I want something flavored. These ones happen to be green apple, but they have other flavors. And, Kool-Aid, they have tropical punch and grape and cherry and lime, whatever. But that's what this collapsible cup's for. So I can have some mixed, like Kool-Aid and stuff, along with my meal, whatever I choose to have that day. My stove. Yes, this is my stove. This stove weighs a little over 2.5 ounces or so. It's very light, very convenient, very compact, but it works very well. Boom. And it just screws right into the top of the white can. I call it white gas. It's not white gas, but that's what I call it. Canister, right on top of the fuel canister, and I'm in business. Now, this whole setup works together in one particular way because of another part of this system. Of course, the bandana. Everybody has bandanas. I'm not going to talk about that. This little stand here, all right, it weighs less than 2 ounces. I'm accepting that weight because of the convenience and the state of rest that it gives my mind when I'm cooking. And it's designed for the 4-ounce cans, which go in this little clip right here, or the 8-ounce cans, which this one happens to be. Click, click, and it's in. And now I've got a very stable platform to be cooking on. You can see, let me adjust the camera a little bit. You'll get a better view of that there. You can see now it's a very stable platform for this to be cooking on. So when I'm on campsite, I set this down, it's going to stay stable and I don't have to quite worry about it wobbling or whatever so much. The next part of this phase is, of course, Bic lighter. No big deal there. Bic lighter. And then I've got a little 3-bladed buck knife. But I don't know if I'm going to be carrying that because I'm going to commission my buddy out in Michigan at RHG Custom Knives Mr. Rob Gray to make me a small, about that big, maybe a little bit bigger neck knife that I can either wear on my neck or I can wear on my shoulder strap. So I can cut open my meals, string, whatever, maybe pop a blister here and there if need be. Whatever comes down to it, I want that knife with me, and I'm going to commission him to make one. So now the next thing is going to raise a few people's eyebrows because of my choice. I have a Toaks 600 milliliter titanium cup. All right, this thing is feather light. I mean, it is ridiculously light weight. It sits up there pretty good, and it works pretty good. I'm not putting it down. The only downside to this cup that I don't like at all in any way, shape, or form and will not convince me to change my mind is these handles get just as hot as the bottom of this cup when it's on this stove. It gets just as hot. You have to wear gloves or use your bandana or something to get it off the fire. That's how hot that cup gets. It don't warp or none of that, but yeah, that some bitch is heavy. Now, the cup that I am taking is the Pathfinder 25 ounce, 700 milliliter stainless steel cup. The same one that comes with the stainless steel bottle and the stove, the stand, and the lid. Right from the Pathfinder school, or Self-Reliance Outfitters, Dave Canterbury's setup. And the reason why I'm taking this one is because the way everything fits in it I like it. I like it a lot better than the way it fits in this titanium cup. And the weight is not that much different, in all honesty. Yes, the Pathfinder is a little bit heavier, approximately 2.5 ounces heavier than this titanium cup. And I'm okay with that. Well, for one, all of my gear is going to be heavier than most of the people on the trail. Because I'm a big son of a bitch. I'm almost 7 foot tall and I weigh over 300 pounds. I can handle a little bit more weight than the average person. So I'm okay with taking the Pathfinder cup. 6 minutes, 33 seconds, and some change to boil 1 cup of water in here. 6 minutes, 3 seconds in the titanium. 6 minutes, 33 seconds in the Pathfinder cup. From cold water to rolling boil, 6 minutes. I'm happy with that. There are stoves out there that will do it faster than this one. They'll do it in 2-3 minutes. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. This 6 minutes for me is fine. Boom. There it is. Because when I get to camp and at the end of the night, I'm going to set up my kitchen, get my meal going, pour it, do the water. And 95% of the cooking that I'm going to be doing is done with hot water anyway. Where I just take it and pour it into something like one of these North sides. Boom. Fold it up. Put it in a cozy like this. Fill it with water, the required amount. Drop it in there. Close the cozy up. Boom. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Let it steam and cook itself for 10 minutes. I can go to the bathroom. I can go get more water. I can go talk to my neighbors, fellow hikers, whatever. Come back and my meal is completely cooked. And I spent 6 minutes of fuel cooking it. In the mornings, I may cook oatmeal in here. Instead of using the cozy, I may go ahead and cook it right in there. But most of the time, I'm not going to be doing hot meals in the breakfast or hot meals at lunch. They will be things that I can eat cold or just eat as I'm on the trail. Pop-Tarts and Special K bars and things. I have to be a little bit careful with what I eat. I can't eat peanut butter. So my diet's going to be a little bit different than most people. But I'll be okay. I'll make it work. But anyway, this is my kitchen setup. So I'll show you. I'll go over food in a different video, but this is the kitchen setup that I will be carrying on the Appalachian Trail. Now I'm going to put it all back together so you get to see what it looks like when I'm finished. So here we go. And you will see why I've chosen the Pathfinder cup. One, I like its durability, and I know the titanium's pretty solid too, but I just like the durability of that stainless steel cup. It just makes me It makes me happy. So that's what I'm carrying. Boom. Put the lighter over there, put the knife over there. And then when I get my knife commission from my buddy Rob Gray, I won't be carrying that buck knife. Boom. That goes in there. I can drop the cup in. Bada bing, bada boom. And then take my cozy. Slide it down the side. The handle's being obstinate now. Boom. My kitchen's done. There it is. £1.50 without the fuel can. I'm pretty happy with that. I can rock that for 2,000 miles. So there's my kitchen. More videos to come. I'll talk to you guys later.